Good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss continuation part of Bahmani Adil Shah's. About this lesson, continuation part is there. Subtopic is the contribution of Adil Shah's. About this topic we are discussing. Then about this topic, it is very interesting topic. Is that in this interesting topic we are going to discuss about art and architectures, education, literature, music, fine art. So about these all things we are going to discuss in this chapter. Then first one is their education. Adil Shah were great lovers of education and they encourage it. Their education policy was to develop Islamic culture. See children here, this Adil Shah's uh, where they were very keen observation regarding the education and supporter and lover for this education they were there, these Vijapur Adil Shahs. Then what all the things they were given support for that education, they were given importance for education and Islamic culture. Then their education policy was to develop Islamic culture. Maktab, mosque and madrasa college were the educational centers. Knowledge, relation, law, poetry and others were taught. Educational institutions were under king's patronage. See children here, maktab means here mosque and madrasa means here college. These two were the education centers. In these education centers the subjects were there. Those were religion, law, poetry. These were the education subjects. Then educational institutions, and there these educational institutions under the king rule, under the king control, it is patronage, means under the king support, shelter. They were given more provision for this education. Children, next we are going to discuss about that literature. The condition of Adil Shah's, the condition of Adil Shah's to literature is very important. Literature became rich in their period because kings were poets themselves. See, contribution of Adil Shah's for this literature, it was a lot of the contribution by the sultans and the some of other peoples also. Then they were rich in this literature. Then, because kings were poets themselves, why they were rich in this field? Because kings only they are poets. Many books were written in Persian, Arabic, Urdu, and Kannada languages. See, children, here many books were written in Persian, Arabic, Urdu, and Kannada languages. Then, a Persian poet. Persian poet is there here, Farista. He was written Tariq-i Farista and Gulshan-e Ibrahim. These two literary work of Farista. Then Urdu poets were there, Abdullah Ibrahim Nama. Then Maula Nasratis Ali Nama. Maula Nasratis Ali Nama, Kannada poet, Narahari of Torave. He was wrote Torave Ramayana. So these were the literary work of entire the Adil Shah's period. Children, next we are going to discuss about music. Yusuf Ali Adil Shah and Ibrahim Adil Shah second were great musicians. See children, king only, sultan only here, they were supporter and even they themselves only musicians were there. Those are Yusuf Ali Adil Shah and Ibrahim Adil Shah second, they were musician. Ibrahim Adil Shah, Adil Shah's work is there, that is Kitab-e-Nawras. It is about music only, great work in music. Then he opened a music school. Women of royal and rich families were interested in music. Women and royal class rich women, they were interested in music. Then fine arts. Ibrahim II was a fine artist. His court had many Persian artists. Beautiful painting of flowers, plants, creeper, and other nature scenes were painted on their houses. See, Ibrahim II was a great supporter for this fine artist. Even he was a fine artist. Then he was given more importance for that. In his kingdom, Persian artists were there. Beautiful paintings of flower, plants, creepers. It was done by these artists. And even after that, their homes also, it was painted with colorful the designs and all. For that evidences is there, what all their monuments is there on that drawings, designs and all. By that only we can come to know that they were well supported for this fine art. Then children, next we are going to discuss about these. Oh wait, still one point is that these paintings help to know about aspirations, interest and mm, traditions of the people. Then by this only we can find out that their interest and their traditions of their period. Then art and sculptures. Art and sculpture, about this topic we are discussing. In the history of art and sculpture of Karnataka, the building of Adil Shahs of Vijayapur are the important ones. They built forts, mosques, and tombs. Their monuments are in Indo-Islamic style. See children here, in the period of art and sculptures, mm, from their period, many forts and palaces, mosques, and tombs it was constructed. Their monument are in Indo-Islamic style. Entire their construction, the buildings, it was in Indo-Islamic style. Then next we are going to see, that is fort. Fort of Vijayapur is a big one, and it has 96 bastions. See, big fort it was there for Vijayapur. Then bastions means of on that fort, small dome it was constructed. For that only they used to be called bastion. The dome which were built on fort, and six main entrance were there. For that Vijapur fort, six main entrance were there. Then children, next we are going to discuss about palaces. Then Gagan Mahal, Mehtar Mahal. Gagan Mahal it was constructed in the year 1620. In common era, Ibrahim Adil Shah was built. It has a three stored, means three floored, that Gagan Mahal building is there. Then Mehtar Mahal, it is also a three-story palace. Ibrahim Adil Shah II built it. See, this Mehtar Mahal also it is in three-story. It was constructed by Ibrahim Adil Shah II. It is famous for its fine, delicate decorations, and in Asar Mahal, rooms have different paintings painted on them. See children here, delicate kind of decorations we are going to be seeing in this Mehtar Mahal, and Asar Mahal rooms were different paintings are painted on them in Asar Mahal. Then children, these about the palaces which it was there in the time of Vijaypur Sultans. Next children, we are going to discuss about mosques. Jama Masjid. Jama means here, Jama means more people, they are gathering there. Jama means in Urdu it is, Jama means it is बहुत सारे people, means more people they used to be gathered there for the prayer namaz. So that's what it's called as Jama Masjid. Jama means more here. Ali Adil Shah built it. It was built by Ali Adil Shah. Famous for very wide prayer hall. Their common building it is there. Common building, any kind of decorations not there. Yeah, then it has a different new style among other art monuments. New different kind of monuments it is there. Then Ibrahim Raza. This was constructed by Ibrahim Adil Shah II for the commemoration of his wife. Their wife name is Taz Begum in Vijaypur. It has the tombs of Ibrahim and his relatives. It is only Raza in India. It is called as Taj Mahal of South India. See children, on high platform it was constructed. This Ibrahim Raza, Ibrahim Adil Shah II, it was constructed for the commemoration of his wife. Then his tomb and his relatives' tomb we are going to see inside in this Ibrahim Raza, the mosque. Then it is called South India Taj Mahal. Then the mosque and the tomb are the built and elevated platform with garden around them and compound wall around it. This is called Rosa. See children, it is elevated platform on that tombs is there and surrounded with that garden and the compound hall is there. Compound is there. So this kind of construction is going to be called as Raza. Children, next we are going to discuss about Gol Gumbaz. Muhammad decided to build something that is even bigger and greater than Raza. See children, Gol Gumbaz. Muhammad was decided and he was made a plan to construct more than big this Ibrahim Raza and greater than that one. That's what he was constructed this Gol Gumbaz in the year 1656. Then in the period of 1656 in Vijaypur was constructed. It has a big dome with a whispering chamber inside. It is a fine example for technology of that time. It is the fourth largest dome in the world and first largest dome in India. See children, it is one kind it is going to see that the technology, whispering chamber it was there inside in that Gold Gumbaz. In one corner, if you are going to say something, if you are going to say a few words there, then in opposite directions, 7 times it's going to be listened. See how much the technology it was fast in those time. Which kind of a technology they were utilized to construct these gold gumbas. Then children, this one gold gumbas it is in the world fourth largest one is there, and in India it is the first largest one. Gumbas is there, gold gumbas is there in our India. This is Bijapur gold gumbas. Then children, then next we are going to discuss about Maliki Maidan, Firangi Vijaypur. It is a Firangi, it is there in Vijaypur, Maliki Maidan. Then Juma Masjid, Juma Mosque in Vijaypur. These two monuments also we are going to see in that Vijaypur only. Then other important monuments, Barakaman, Bade Kaman, Anand Mahal, Upli Buruj, Taj Baudi, Chand Baudi, and other monument are important ones, children. Then activities make album of sculpture of Bahmani, Adil Shah dynasties, and collect the images of Hindu, Muslims, and Christians, mosque, their traditions, their cultures, and make an album for that also. Then chronological period, Common Era CE, the reign of Bahmani kingdom 1347 to 1527 CE, establishment of madrasa in Bidar 1461 to 1461 CE, the reign of Adil Shahs 1489 to 1672 CE, construction of construction of Ibrahim Raza, construction of Ibrahim Raza in 1626, construction of Gold Gumbaz 1656. So children, with this reference video I am going to conclude entire the chapter, and any doubts is asked in the class, please subscribe the channel and forward it for many WhatsApp groups. Thank you for all.